Hi, it's my great pleasure to do a video testimonial for Mike Ulmer. I just finished my very first book called The 50-Year-Old Millennial. And I would not have got that book done or into the market without Mike's guidance and support. Let me tell you a little bit why I'm so adamant about giving this video referral for Mike. One is I knew the ideas and the process that I wanted to be communicated in my business book on leadership. I've been passionate about it for years, but I was absolutely petrified of putting it down in paper in writing. I've built training programs, I've built all my own content for my business coaching, but what I've never done is write a book. And so I was petrified. So I reached out to Mike, and here's how it kind of went. Mike asked me what I wanted to do, what my story was, what would that look like in a successful scenario. And so I communicated all that to him. And then he came back and gave me a little bit of a proposal to say, here's how many words, and here's what it's going to cost, and here's what the process is going to be. I'm a big believer of people buy for value. We always try and sell on price, but people buy for value, and that value equation is quality and service over price. And boy, did I get full value for this experience with Mike. I got a great quality book that's about to hit the market. The service was tremendous. Mike is such an easy guy to work with, and he pulls that knowledge out of you and makes the whole book writing process easy, believe it or not. And the price, I think, was fair market value for what he's doing for me. So, give you a little bit of background. Mike and I would talk every week. It was as simple as that. After every session, he'd record it and he'd write a little bit of content, and he'd come back to me and say, "What are your thoughts?" Or he'd ask me like, "Hey, can you put your structure now?" And I'll write around it. And so it was this partnership all the way through. But it was really easy. And it was easy to get something I'm so passionate about to the market. And I've always thought about doing this, and it's 25 years of knowledge. So it's pretty cool. And Mike's just a great guy to work with. He's a lot of fun. He's lighthearted. It makes the process very easy and enjoyable because it does take a little bit of a while and an investment to get your thoughts out in a book. But he makes it easy, and he also pushes you. He was really good about pushing me where he knew I needed to be pushed, so I got it out in the book. And also, Mike's a one-stop shop. So, Mike goes and works with the cover guy and gets you a great book cover back. And Mike goes and works with somebody else where he needs partnership on either, part of the content or part of the story. And so you got a guy who's going to guide you through an entire process to get a book written. So I strongly recommend Mike Ulmer for his services in book writing. I also strongly recommend Mike Ulmer for anything to do with telling your story, whether that's a corporate brand or a personal brand, whether that's a book or content for a video or a website. Mike's just awesome. He's been doing this a long time. He's great. And I also strongly recommend Mike as just a good person to deal with. He was a blast, and you won't regret engaging him. Thanks again, Mike, for the book. What a blast. You're awesome, dude. Much appreciated.